power it on, right? Okay. This is my second time here. Power switch for the computer down below. Monitor is on. Should pop up. The actual router itself is powered by that toggle switch. We also verify that our router is set to off. There. And we'll get into controlling that once we get going. So it loads up to this screen. It's going to look different probably every time you use it. But somebody's put in this nice asteroid icon, which will load our software for us with all the components. And there's this nice loaded by default program here. So we can use this program or we can use another one. So somebody else loaded this nice little saying. So we're going to load that one up. So if we view the top view, now we can see what it is that we're trying to do.
How did you get to the top view?
So there's a view option.
I'm on the wrong side.
No, it's fine.
No, because I can't. I need to. There.
Yeah. So you just, all your view options are there. If you want to know more about them, watch the other videos. So now we can at least see what we're doing from an XY perspective. So the first thing we need to do is define what our XY axes are. So we'll toggle the machine power on, so you'll back away a little bit. So now we can control the machine. So you have X, Y, and Z axes to control. And with the plus and minus keys, I can move the machine forward and back. So what I'm going to do here is set a new X and Y axis on my piece. So this is going to be the new home. And I'll set it, change it to X, and that moves it a little bit over. You can see on the screen where the tool is going. So we're virtually speaking in this space going to make that to be this point there, is what we're doing there. So now, if I go over to the right hand side of the screen, I can say set XY origin. Oops, it's not homed. So I made a mistake here. This is my second time using this machine. Can issue when not homed.
You could edit, right, Al?
Home machine. There we go. So the first thing you have to do is home the machine once you turn it on.
It's too much glare.
Yeah. Well, you need to face it this way. So, well, hold on. Come over here. Now when you face that way, you're not going to get all the glare. So the first step we did is we homed the machine. That's just by selecting that option there. Yep, home machine. Now we need to set the origins of where we're going to start our piece. So all the pieces have kind of an XY origin that's defined within the code that you've developed. So what we want to do is on our piece, we want to define where that is. So I'm going to say that this is our new home because I know that this piece is about that big, which means I'll cut here and it's not going to interfere with any of the screws that we have set. So at this point, I'm going to move the machine manually to here in space so that will be the new XY coordinate system. Now with X and Y, I can use the arrow keys as well. So the arrow keys are allowing me to move that. So now I'll move that over, and we'll say that that's about where I had pointed. So now I'm going to say that this is my home. All right, so we can see I modified XY, and then we can say set axis origin. So I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to say set XY origin. So now what that's done, as you can see up here, now X and Y is 0 and 0. So that means that when we go home, that's where we're going to be. And now I need to set the Z origin. And so to do that, I'm going to change my manual control on Z and use the minus key. Now this is set to continuous, so I'm going to switch that to say 0.1 inch until I get close, and then I'm going to go down until I get above the workpiece. And again, the pros talk about how to do this. I got really good there. So I'm going to make this say 0.01 or 0.05. I'll make it 0.01 inch. Maybe. There. Now I can zoom down, and yeah, we'll use the piece of paper to our lovely assistant, and there you go. Perfect. So that, I'm going to scroll over to the right here and set my Z origin. So now we can look, X, Y, and Z are set to 0, 0, 0. Right? So now at this point, we are ready to run the program. But wait, safety third. Oh wait, safety first?
Yeah.
Safety first. I'm going to return to home. And I'm going to come over here, and we need a vacuum. So don't set this keyboard down on there, you'll cut it up. So somebody made this lovely handy dandy vacuum system. We'll turn the vacuum on. It makes lots and lots of noise, and we'll undo our safety gate. So now, I'll try that at home. We've got vacuum. So if we're ready to go, we need to do a couple of things here. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of get rid of this clear live plot. That just tells me where I've been going, and that's good. So now I'm going to come back to the machine itself, and I'm going to go ahead and turn on my router. So now that there's power that's running to this, or could be, so when the controller tells the router to turn on, it should turn on. So now at this point, all we got to do is hit our play button. So we're going to begin executing the file. Insert our tool 1. We're going to continue. Except it's not actually running. There's a big delay in terms of the time it takes to... This is why we test with foam. There's a big delay in terms of the time it takes to turn on the program, to run it, and we actually get power to the router. That's a problem. So, I don't know how to solve that problem. I don't know yet. It happened last time as well. So now you'll notice it's carving our Never Grow Up, the program, over in our new origin space.
Should